In the Kengan matches, there once was a man known as the Ashura. And just moments ago, he fell into an eternal slumber.
He died to make a beautiful ending and to become stronger. Kengan Ashura Season 2 Part 2 is finally released with the epic final of the Kengan Annihilation Tournament. Tokita Ohma went through a lot during his hard way at the tournament and before. His life in the inside was horrifying, as well as some of the training routine during his times with Tokita Nico. The results of his hard way could be seen during his talk with Kazuo before the final fight against Kuroki.
Every minute of my life, I've been fighting and fighting, for just about as long as I can remember. Hey, Yamashita.
Huh?
Do you remember this scar?
Yes, of course I do. It's from Lehito, when he used Laser's Edge.
Even after all this time, it still hurts when it rains. That injury I got from Sekibayashi still bothers me from time to time. As Nico used to say, it's the price I pay for being so reckless all these years.
There's not a single part of him that isn't scarred. He's actually in pretty bad shape. But that doesn't mean he's ever going to stop trying to fight.
Also, his advance vastly damaged his heart and body, as the main theme of this skill is to overclock his heart to boost Ohma's speed, acceleration and torque increase to the point that it also increases his damage output. At its maximum output, his speed and power drastically increase, but because of how it works, also prevents Ohma from using certain technique of the Nika style, the adamantine kata especially, which makes him take a lot of damage from punches. If he attempted to do so, he could risk rupturing blood vessels at the level of output. Before his fight against Kuroki, Ohma gained perfect control over the advance, allowing him to regulate its output at will. By lowering the output of the advance down to a certain level, Ohma became able to use it in a tandem with the Nika style with much less strain to his body. But it was too late. He almost died in a fight against Ryan due to huge damage from Kure and also from using advance too much. Took a lot of damage in a fight against Wakatsuki and Cosmo, only being able to fight because of Kure clan techniques and medicine. Ohma came to the finals already being a living dead, knowing that this might be the end for him. During the fight against Kuroki, he quickly understood that he had no chance to defeat such a monster, but still tried his best till he took an unbelievable amount of damage, which was accompanied by his already weak body, and Ohma turned off. His heart was damaged by the use of the advance, and he knew that this was the end. He left the hospital and went to the forest to speak to Nico for the last time. Ohma contently accepted the finality of his situation. With his body succumbing to the vast injuries he had sustained, Ohma died with a smile on his face. But why should Ohma die? There was a lot of talking about possible Ohma's death during the whole series, during and after his fights, as he fights in a very dangerous way because of advance. But why he actually should die? He should die to make a good ending for the Kengan Ashura series and the Kengan Annihilation tournament, as it turns out that his death was not in vain and everyone who knew him during the series remembers him. But don't be upset, he died to make a beautiful ending and to become stronger. Become stronger to appear in the new chapter of the Kengan story, Kengan Omega. At some point after his heart collapsed, Ohma was brought back to life by Hanafusa Hajime, after the latter was mysteriously given a clone of Ohma's heart to replace the damaged original. Ever since coming back to life, Ohma lived in the Kure village for the past 2 years. Upon recovering a year later, Ohma trained and sparred almost every day with Ryan, the latter holding the most wins against him. So if Netflix decides to keep it up with Kengan, we will meet Ohma again in a few years, stronger than he ever was. During his training at the Kure village, he improved his Nika style and advance, so he could use it in quick bursts, allowing him to throw off the rhythm of his strikes and land effective blows. This method of utilizing also keeps Ohma from experiencing the usual strain from the technique, so now he should not die again. I hope. I think that Ohma's death was a great choice from the author, showing us that the way of brutal fights is not so bright and carefree, and the main character could die in the end. Not for a long time though. Who made this grave and who is buried here? Lul. What do you think about the end of Kengan Ashura and Ohma's death? Leave your comments down below. If this video was interesting to you, you can leave a like and subscribe for more. Check other videos on my channel, it is a lot of them already, as I said in every my video before. Thank you all for watching, for today I'm out.
Goodbye.
Like this, biatch.
So young, me and none of them not travel by any trip. In the seat of corruption, me say many sit. Look like from corruption, them a benefit.
気持ちいいか？楽になったか？